If the truth is told, the youth can grow. They'll learn to survive until they gain control.
Oh no, these were made in a factory. A bomb factory. They're bombs.
Welcome back to Randumb Snax. I got my sons. We're going to do another Sons episode.
Bite-sized snacks too.
They're not bite-sized snacks anymore because they cost me more money. So they are regular snacks.
They're movie snacks now.
They're regular snacks now. So we don't really have any topics. We're gonna go random. So anything you guys got on your mind you want to let out?
Welcome back to the bad episode. You have to listen to children
designs,
for who knows how long.
Like how different consoles.
I played paintball. Like
Paintball?
2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, he kept talking about how his core hurt when we were playing, and he couldn't.
No,
laugh.
that was because my friend literally forced me and my other friend. He was like, "Today, y'all gonna be doing some workout. My workout routine." I was like, "Okay." So I did like over 100 sit-ups, and I haven't done sit-ups in so long, but I've done push-ups, and then my core was in pain, and also I was just sore. My entire body hurt.
And I had to deal with it.
100 sit-ups?
Over 100 sit-ups. It was
And
like
push-ups?
yeah, it was like sets that he was doing.
You still look like a stick. You're doing it wrong.
That's all he is. A stick.
Eat some more.
Yeah, it was so funny because it was like late at night and we were all getting ready to go to sleep, and my friend decided to open the door. He just walked in, stand in the doorway to go like hello. And for some certain reason that was funny, and
because you have no sense of humor.
no, both me and my other friend were laughing because we were just getting ready to go to sleep, and man just opens the door and stares at us.
That's creepy. That's creepy.
Especially with it's
That's
creepy.
When you have to get the bat.
That's happened.
It's creepy because he's a very strong man.
And that's why you work on your core.
The last one to fall asleep loses or wins, depending on how you look at
And
it.
look who fell asleep first.
Prank him, John.
Prank him, John.
Yo.
Y'all already know.
What is horrifying?
Something
You never
similar.
say anything. What be on your mind half the time?
Me?
Is your name Zaya?
Too much.
Like-
Too little.
Like what? Too much. Wait, what?
He is the enigma.
Patrick with the milk.
I am but my life is but an enigma.
So what be on your mind? Because you be the man when it's quiet.
I don't like my situation.
Colors.
Oh no, we're not gonna go there.
Yeah, no.
We're not going.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there.
Dang, it sounded like it was about to get dark.
It was about to get dark and
Mhm.
personal. And Zaya, you said something about gaming systems. Or
Hayden.
Yeah.
so before I keep going, guys, I have too many seeds that I yell out the wrong names a lot. So I apologize for that. So Hayden,
Yeah.
what about gaming systems?
So, do you ever notice how, do you ever notice how the Xbox has changed from a rectangle to a refrigerator?
That elbow.
Like, I'm not even joking. It started off from a big box with a green circle in the middle, and then it transformed into a curved box with the circle in the middle. Transpire a couple of years, and it's a refrigerator.
How you figure it's a refrigerator? Because the internet told you it was a refrigerator?
No, but it looks
If
like a
you would have seen
refrigerator.
it by yourself.
I'm thinking that it looks more like a Wi-Fi system. Like the T-Mobile Wi-Fi is
But that's-
literally the equivalent to the
But
Xbox.
again, that's still influenced by social media and all that.
Yeah.
So you're saying exactly what they said online. And Hayden, you're saying what they said online. What did you really think it was when you first saw it?
I just thought it was like a big box full of stuff and like Xbox stuff. Because when I heard the release, I'm like, there's no way it's gonna look like that. Maybe it's just like a promo Xbox, like box full of Xbox stuff. And then when it came out, I'm like, wait a minute.
Xbox, the box full of Xbox stuff.
Welcome to the
Xbox
beta box.
stuff.
I don't know, like a new,
He's not
like
the
a
intellectual Deontay.
The Xbox.
like a controller stand / charger, like a pin of some sort. A controller, not just like with the charging port, but and also a new controller with it. But then once it was released, I'm like, oh, so it's not a box. It's a literal gaming system.
Yeah, it's more of a, I would say a smaller, tower or whatever.
Oh, the PS5 kind of looks similar to a computer if it was bigger. It's like the thing is huge.
Like a monitor?
Yeah, it looks like a computer.
No, yeah, I know what
His
you're
whole
talking
PC.
about.
It's like a PC. It's powerful. I think it's powerful.
I don't know. To me, it looks stupid because, like, how did we go to the simplicity of the PS4 and then you have like this weird alien-looking tower thing? Like, what the hell happened?
Look at my. You should see my computer. My computer looks like it was built by aliens.
Well, if you look at like how DJ's like his tower looks as compared to what the PS5 is, I mean, you can't do as much as CPU can, but
It's
I
like
mean,
just
you got so
smaller.
much stuff in it. And then what? By next year, it'll be smaller than that.
Yeah. I guess it just takes time to
'Cause
find
look
the
at
sweet spot.
Well, yeah, because look how the beginning of what the PS3 looked like at first to what it looked like towards the end. Same thing.
The same is kind of like for Nintendo, because the NES, SNES, and the Nintendo 64.
Hold on, I know.
They all had that rectangular shape to them, and they all ran on cartridges. But the GameCube started, new CD tech. But the GameCube CD were like specifically sized for it. But then when the Wii U came out, then it was like normal CD size
Nintendo was weird because it went from cartridge to CD
to cartridge.
to cartridge. Yeah.
I find it funny how the
and
company
then
literally
you
went from
download
cards to video games.
No,
Oh yeah,
I feel like
since
like
back in the 20th century, Nintendo had used cards because it was a card game thing.
They were just a card company.
I feel like
You said back
at the
in
be
the
I
20th
feel like
century.
when Nintendo brought out the Wii, they were slowly getting ready to do the Nintendo Switch. I feel like the Wii U was probably like a semi prototype because it kind of is similar to the Nintendo Switch. It has the game console and the computer screen, and then they decided, what if we put all of that together into one system? And then the Nintendo Switch came out.
Well, they were also taking inspiration from the 3DS because the 3DS was somewhat new and like portability.
Except the frames. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
Only 30 FPS.
Still has
is,
that problem.
30 FPS is just not good because your frames will like act up.
What else? Oh yeah, when the Nintendo 64 came out, I noticed that the analog stick was in the middle, and if you
notice, you weren't born by
well,
then.
I know, but
You play it afterwards.
Bro, it didn't
Yeah.
exist.
I'm
Bro,
telling you,
they-
if
Just
you
when it came out.
if you handed it to a kid that was born like maybe 2013, I'm one of those kids, but I know how to use a controller.
Yeah.
If you handed them an N64 controller that were born like 2013 to here, they'd probably have no idea how to use it because
Well, no, it all depends. It's all about adapting to it because when we were growing up, like when we started gaming, if you put something else in our hand, you gotta get used to it.
yeah.
It's like instead of moving forward, you move backward. But as long as you can adapt to how it's played, you can do it.
Back in my day, we didn't have joysticks on our controller.
What about
We had what we called a
D-pad.
D-pad.
what about the iPhone? How they started off at square shaped phone, went to round shaped phone, then back to square shaped phone. What's next?
I think it's-
theirs is
Like it's
Yeah.
rectangular. Now the phone is rectangular shape and
They
it used
did
to
it
be
so
round.
You buy more. That's
no,
it.
and it's cheaper for them to make and ship out more, but they still have high price points.
I still kind of hate the idea that they don't have for the USC, how they don't have, it doesn't come with the cartridge thing. It doesn't come with the brick. Instead, you have to buy it separately.
That's I mean, but look at all the stuff that comes out that's all Type C now, so they figure most people have it.
Each sold separately.
Adapt and live on.
Because now computers and all that. Computers have more. You can buy them where you plug it in and it's already on the thing, the wall or whatever. So you plug it into your wall, and then it has the Type C and all that. So
What's wrong with USB?
it's
You just gotta
becoming
move on.
That's like me and Vincent been like, what's wrong with cassette tapes? It's a dead technology.
Now you
Which
can.
is-
Now you have all the songs on your phone between your
You know, of all
fingertips.
things, record players and records are
I
making
don't know why
comeback.
that's making a comeback.
I feel like that's kind of better because back then if you wanted more albums you would have to spend more money, where now you can either go on Apple and like spend monthly money to have unlimited albums instead of having to always buy more albums every time.
I'll say, yeah.
Plus also the fact that when it gets tangled, that was annoying when it got tangled up.
feel like it's just a collector's thing because it's like there's collectors for all types of things: rocks, records, games. It's out there.
Since I was on the topic of Nintendo 64, so I'm sure everybody in this room knows what Super Mario 64 is.
No, I'm joking.
And now,
It's Mario, you say?
That's the game on the computer.
tell me more about this.
You guys saw the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movie critics.
What he saw, yeah.
Movie critics. What people have been saying was that the movie critics were the people who have never played the game before, like who have never
I feel
played.
Like, we'll come back to yours. But I feel like
Sorry, we cut you off again.
with that, to me the movie was good for people that haven't seen it or have seen it.
Yeah, it was good on.
I don't know what were movie critics like. What movie did they watch, bro?
Because we live in a society where people that are your age and a little bit older hate everything. Like, look at how much. If you go on social media, more people look at fights and people hating on each other than actual good deeds, unless they're doing those good deeds for, for more attention and clout.
Like how the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is already getting hate and it hasn't even came out yet.
oh my god, people are leaking the trailer so much. He's in there. He is a taxi driver.
I feel
We were
somebody.
talking about Ariel earlier.
Yeah.
We're hating on that one. It's still not out.
I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying
Mo-
I.
It's
Like,
just, you were saying,
and there's
I
this-
don't understand why they made her black. And
Should-
because she
I'm
was
not saying. I'm
black.
like I never thought I'd see Ariel black.
I mean, mermaids are mermaids. They're just supposed to be like.
But
mystical creatures that are like
reality
humans
speaking,
underwater.
somebody made a scientific saying that Ariel could not scientifically be black from as a mermaid perspective because of being in the water in less sunlight.
That's not how that works.
But that's
Yeah.
the thing.
That's
Yeah.
not how melanation works.
I was like, not just that. There's black sharks. There's black stingrays.
No, I mean like the color like brown. You know
Brown,
how
yeah,
you know
brown
how
is-
the reason why people
Brown is like
people
black.
of color is because
Well, no, brown is a color
being
shade of
closer
orange.
to the Earth's
You said what?
like being
Brown is
closer
the
to
color
the
shade of
Earth's
orange.
equator.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Like the reason why they're people of color is because of being closer to the
There's
Earth's
orange
equator,
fish, too.
and that's their skin's reaction to being able to survive in bigger heat. But if she's underwater, the temperatures are different, so it doesn't make sense for
Okay,
that
but
to
now
happen.
I'm a nerd
Now-
emoji
now-
real
now-
quick.
well, not only that, if we're
I'm
going off of
actually.
that, the Little Mermaid lore, like, where did she want to spend most of her time?
The human world
Okay, so where was she at most
Both
of the time?
sides.
in the water.
No,
Yeah.
above.
You-
And
oh,
there's
the human
They
race.
always
So her skin
They
just
literally had a
changed
whole song about trying to bring her back to the sea called Under the Sea.
under the sea.
Like, it was literally saying,
What do
we're
you-
fun down here, don't go there.
with the Uganda crab, with the Uganda
Under
lobster.
the sea.
He was Jamaican.
I was gonna say Ugandan.
Was it
But
supposed?
also back to melanation, actually, like for us,
Actually?
when we're melanated, it's just everybody's melanated, but our skin just shows it more. It's all genetics. It's not being close to the equator. Being on Earth has nothing to do with your genetics, bro.
Yeah.
So
It's
Like,
our ability to
On
build
another topic, do you think the guy who leaked the FNAF movie trailer should get sued,
yes.
or he
I
shouldn't get
mean,
sued?
by that logic, anybody who leaks anything or puts anything out on the internet should be copyright.
Because
claimed.
didn't
It's
he?
not
Because he
theirs.
went on a rant on YouTube about why Universal Studios shouldn't sue him, even though that he signed a contract not to leak the movie
Oh, well,
movie
then if you're
footage.
breaking contracts,
But he
then
still did the thing, and then he would like
catch
Universal.
this lawsuit.
He was like, Universal Studios
I
should
broke
not.
the rule and I'm gonna pay the consequences.
And so like Universal Studios should not sue me for doing this because I was hyping people, getting people ready for the trailer.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the trailer's job is to hype people for the movie.
Yeah, but it was like an official trailer. Like it was a
Yeah.
survey, and they had to sign a contract not to like screen record it or post it to anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy broke that contract by recording it on his phone. And then
you should
proceeding
like,
Then you get
to
sued.
post it on
Exactly.
Twitter, and then he said on YouTube as to why he shouldn't get sued.
you
And
should get sued anyways. Like I
He's
don't
trying to
like-
get out of getting sued.
Exactly.
Universal
So-
Studios about to slap him with that huge lawsuit.
I would do it.
Like, bro, I feel bad for Scott Cawthon. Man was just at an amusement park with his family when it happened, and had to just act like everything's fine. It sucks.
He
the way-
literally
That's
made a
adulting.
whole paragraph on Reddit.
That's
I'm not
that's
even joking.
You
I
continue.
feel like if anything, since he leaked it or whatever, and if people are like, "Oh, that looks stupid," or this and that, like say it looks stupid, they can do what they did for Sonic beforehand before releasing it.
But they released the trailer, the actual trailer.
Touch
Oh,
it
yeah.
up.
People are saying, me and my friends had a theory that the Sonic movie, the reason why they made Sonic like that was to get people talking about the movie, because they probably already had the second design already ready and ready for action, but they wanted to do that so that people would start talking about the movie more.
Yeah, but they might have already had. Well, yes and no, because I feel like they already had different designs, and that design just didn't hit. So they
Like-
went like, well, let's just use this one.
But then he went from getting hated to people started to like him.
Well, yeah, because it's like if
Whoa.
there's a design
The
that
old
people
song.
like, they'll like start talking about it
Yeah.
more.
They'll
The-
have different design. Like, think of when, the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies came out. They literally, like, drew...
Tread lightly.
they drew different types of suit designs. I remember one that stuck out where his suit was just like red and like messy red and blue, and they just had a giant 3D spider on his chest. It looked weird, so they went with the more classic design, but they still had the unnecessary red streaming like streamlines all over. But it still, it still captures the original Spider-Man look, except with literal bug goggles.
But then again, would this Sonic design get greenlit? What man said that? That's the Sonic. That's
You
the
would
best.
be surprised.
That is what
by
we-
the shit people put out.
Everyone, that one, everyone's gonna like this one,
It
not
depends
the
on
one that
what
looks
his
more like
plan
the
was for
real
Sonic.
Sonic.
I think so. When he saw that one, he was like, "This one looks the most realistic. Let's try that," because they're going.
I don't think people want.
And then when they didn't like it, he was like, "All right, we'll tone down the realistic. We'll try."
They
this
went
design."
too much realistic, man. It literally looked like.
That's what the trailer's for. So if
That's
somebody
what I-
leaks that, you're gonna get pissed.
That's what
Remember, it was Sonic's crackhead
what
cousin,
Tails
Ponic.
looked like.
That's not
Realistic
Sonic. That's
Tails.
Sonic's crackhead cousin.
There was a meme of this cracked up fox on Twitter, and they called him Tails for the Sonic movie. And it was so horrifying that people actually thought it was real, and they started spamming this guy's account for the post. I felt so bad for him.
It must be hard to be a kid nowadays.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, I mean, you
Oh.
guys are always sucked into everything.
Depression
I
is
can
way
say
higher
that, yeah, I
now.
was as a kid too, but it's I could still play outside. And I don't know what the hell happened to me, but there was just a huge turnaround where I was just I'm done.
I'm done playing outside.
Yeah, playing
Outside, bad.
Yeah.
Indoors,
I'm outta here.
yeah.
I
Outside,
don't know what happened, but I was an outside kid.
it's like that. It's like that Drake meme. Outside, inside.
Oh my god.
So could I finish my Mario thing?
Oh yeah, let's go back.
Yeah.
So, on the internet, they're saying that every Mario copy is
Oh, no, not
personalized.
again.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like,
So there's a whole meme where it's because people be modding their games nowadays, and it's pretty easy now with the technology we have. And so they'll literally just add one scary thing, be like, everything's personalized nowadays. No, you just made your own game, just slightly
Wait,
different.
how are they saying that Mario's personal?
well,
It's
not
just
no,
the
every
Mario
Mario
64
copy,
cartridge, yeah.
every
Every cartridge
copy of
is
64 is
personalized.
personalized.
Yeah, that would cost too much money.
Yeah.
But they're making it it's it was made that way, back in the 90s, but it really isn't.
It's
because-
just the ROM hackers. They're good at what they do, but it's there's some people that just try too hard.
The
The question is it worth doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, there's this YouTuber. Well, he's more of a Twitch streamer, and he just posted on
Simple
YouTube.
Flips.
He makes competitions so where people can earn actual money by modding Mario 64 and putting a spin on it, and the stuff people make is crazy.
I spent about 10 decades on this masterpiece. I'd
Do
love for
you-
you to play it.
Do you remember the
Yeah.
Oh,
Quick, how long
you
is
mean a
10
century?
Yeah, like
Like-
10 decades. Do you know how long that is?
Yes.
How long is that?
That's like 10 times 10
Oh my
That's
god.
100 years, and they have a
100
word for
years.
that, a century.
century. I
Uh,
spent centuries on
so-
this masterpiece.
I kind of feel bad coming back from college.
So-
Again, he's not the
10
intellectual.
years on this masterpiece.
He's the black one.
I spent
No, he's smart. He just doesn't know how to use it yet.
I
I
spent
think-
centuries on this
You
masterpiece.
went more than
Well,
what you did.
actually,
I was like,
well, actually, it was a couple months, but it felt like centuries. Please play this.
It's weird though when I see all these kids that do that because it's like those are the ones that need to get making real games or whatever because they keep modding old games over and over.
Another Mario 64, not as not controversy, but it was the L is real myth,
We're
where
just bringing everything back.
like in the beta version.
Oh, you guys don't know? Okay, so in Mario 64, like in the back of the castle, there's just like a statue with a star on it and like just jumbled up words that mean nothing. But people are saying it means L is real, and they were theorizing that Luigi was in the game, and technically he was. There's like code for him to be there, but they were like thinking you can unlock him by like doing something with the statue. No, you really could.
Mm.
They just took him out early.
I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, because in the beta files you can find them in there.
Yeah.
So you have to.
I love file hunting.
Well, when Mario 64 was still in, being produced in the beta files, you could find Luigi's full model in every single piece that could make him up.
beta files. It's still in the game.
What's the
He's
beta
still there. It's not there.
The actual files of the game just download.
Yeah.
Wait,
This is
people are
Luigi.
going
It's
on
just
about
Luigi,
that.
Yeah,
bro.
so it's like
it's
with-
T-Pose and
with hacking,
Luigi.
People can like check out the codes in the files and like what the character.
Wait, so they're reading the code?
Source.
Yeah.
No, they're just
Basically, yeah.
looking. They're just basically just
Yeah, that's what
Data
that's what
mining.
reading is.
That's what
Yeah.
reading the. That's what
and looking
reading
and
the-
looking for like pictures and stuff.
That's.
There's a technical thing. There's a technical new word for everything nowadays. I'm sorry to tell you, it's just too much.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
The data
It
mining.
it was actually really funny that you said that because I was like, who wants to do that? And then you were like, I love data mining. It's like, all right,
I guess
you know
so.
what? I was
Well, yeah,
about to
'cause,
say
like-
that out
Because
loud.
you can
It
leak
got me right
stuff. You
before.
can find stuff early.
Yeah, there's like people
And
that
get
just do it to
sued
like if
for
they
it.
know a DLC's coming, they'll literally do it to like see if they
'Cause
put
sometime-
anything for a new character in there yet, or it's like, hey guys, the game might go in this direction, or patch notes might be coming up.
Because
of this.
sometimes
And
games,
people just go in there and spoil everything because why the hell not?
When you think about it,
sometimes games before they bring out something, they usually put like a little beta something. Usually it was like a to be determined on it, and it's like just there, but there for like a placeholder. And then some people just find it like a beta design, and they say, oh yeah, this might be coming out soon. And then there are times where game creators will troll the data miners by adding stupid things in the game files to make them think that something is coming, but it's not.
What I see is like hearing all this from you guys. If you have all these people that are data mining and doing all that, then there should be no bad games. If all these kids can go in, if all these
when
kids,
you think about
no,
it,
when you like, if you got all these people and all these kids and all these people like going in and already data mining and looking at the code and this and that, when games come out and they complain that this is broken, this and that, then why didn't you?
It's because the creators, like,
There's
a lot
always
of game creators
glitches.
just don't listen.
They're,
Like, there are some
now,
that do listen, but
because
it's just
Microsoft
like,
is taking a hit right now.
What's going on with
Nintendo
Microsoft?
just hates
All
money
their
too.
exclusives suck.
Nintendo hates money. It's so funny.
They make a good amount though, because like they I mean, it's sad to say they play it safe, but the money makers that they know are gonna make money are still making money.
They throw
Oh yeah,
things
it's just
at.
their bad like business decisions. Like their games they're making, I love them. They're like
What
I
bad
love them to death.
decisions?
It's just the money prices, like with games going up, and like some games feel like they're not finished. Like the easiest thing to pick at is like their Mario sports stuff, like with Mario Tennis and like Mario Golf and Mario
Strikers?
Supercharged. Yeah, like the games aren't finished. They release a half-assed game and then they just constantly add free content, and it's just like, but why wasn't this in the game in the first
I mean,
place?
Before-
they do it all
yeah,
the time,
like-
but like to them that's a side project. So why are you really excited to play a Mario soccer game?
A lot of people
no,
were.
No, listen, would you be more excited to play a Mario soccer game or a Mario Odyssey 2?
I'd be happy for a Mario Odyssey too.
So they're gonna put all of their time and energy into Mario Odyssey 2 and you guys can buy your side games if you want to. Why do you think Breath of the Wild and then the second Zelda?
Yeah.
Like,
I think they like delayed it twice too.
yeah, because but they put more time and money into the main stuff.
It's focusing on one thing to make the most money on one game that everyone wants. There's this one game and everyone's all like, yeah, I want that game, and then there's another game where they're all like, yeah, that would be cool.
Exactly.
So they throw the thing that people say that would be cool, and then the other game they spend more time working on that,
That's
and
why
then
all
maybe
of their main Mario projects hit.
slap
That's
like
why-
a couple updates on one game.
But you
Mario
should-
always hits. Zelda always hits. There hasn't been a bad Smash Brothers game that always hits. They're high priced money makers that they know everybody's gonna want. They put all their time.
I
in
mean,
that.
if you say that to the Smash community now, they're gonna be like, Smash 4.
How dare you?
Oh no! If you look at how bad Smash 4 was by the end of it, that's a whole controversial topic in itself.
But y'all bought it.
5.
And you just named only one that was bad.
I mean, 64 was good for its time. Melee, I don't know how it still has its audience. It has its audience.
Bro.
Brawl and Smash 4 don't get touched as much anymore.
Brawl, weird.
What?
My friend still owns a Wii. But, well, it's not like his main console because he has a next-gen console now. But from time to time, we're like, hey, do you want to play Brawl? He's like, yes.
You had came over here with a regular DS.
Oh, yeah.
I remember my 2DS. It's gone.
I recently just bought a 3DS and hacked it so I didn't have to pay Nintendo a dime. So I got like
My
100
friend
games
sat
on
on
there.
You just
Yes,
admitted
broke
that on
Yeah,
recording. The Nintendo Ninjas.
Hey, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, when you think about it,
completely legally.
when you think about it, indie game companies make a lot of money than like big gaming companies.
Well, their games, they do.
Yeah,
And
well,
that's
yeah,
mainly
it's just-
because they put their heart and souls. Do they want to make money on their games? Yeah, but they want a good game.
Yeah, they want their
Whereas-
passion projects out there for people to see.
Think of Five Nights at Freddy's. That was like an indie game in 2014, but you see how it spiraled into a.
Well, look at Among Us.
Let's be-
Okay,
Among Us went downhill. Like, they
With indie
went
games
downhill.
nowadays, I kind of feel bad for the indie game developers because now people are thinking they're trying too hard. Like, there's this one that people are making, that someone's making, where it's like all like hand embroidered and sewed and everything.
Oh,
and people are just like, why you gotta do that? Why don't you just make the game? They are making the game. You're just shitting on them for no reason when they're trying to make their passion project.
That's their game. That's how they
You
want
want to
it.
know the worst part? Horror indie games are ruined by YouTube Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, think of Poppy Play.
That was the start.
Yeah.
Oh my
That was the
gosh, that
start.
was the
When
start.
Poppy Playtime came out,
YouTube
there
Kids
was all
ruins
sorts of-
everything.
YouTube Kids videos were purely disgusting. I'm not even gonna get into how bad they were.
I keep on saying that I know YouTube Kids is its own separate platform, but it could be more than just its own separate
But they
platform.
have
Like
stuff
regular
that's-
YouTube, I should never ever be able to find YouTube Kids on regular YouTube. It should
Exactly.
everything should be all on YouTube
Okay,
Kids. Everything on
The
YouTube
thing I
Kids.
hate about YouTube Kids too is that it's also hurting content creators.
Oh
as
yeah,
well,
because they will
if get
literally
flagged
slap
for
a
as
YouTube
kids,
Kids.
You don't get any comments. You don't get your ad revenue, and now you have to like try to repel the YouTube's like.
That's
stupid
what
Like I remember this
thing, and it
YouTuber
doesn't
who
work.
does
You know-
clips for this kids show, and he has to always put like 18 plus on like the title so that YouTube does not slap it with the 4 kids on
That's
it.
what that
Or else, because you can't monetize
What's
from
his
it.
name?
Which is why I don't understand how YouTube Kids creators are making money.
You know who Max Mofo is, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what he had to do recently because he does like reviews of like kids' toys and he calls them garbage. But he literally has to slap like in the intro that is not for kids because he uses Australian curse words.
That
Oh
makes
my
sense,
God.
but it's just like
What
it's
if the indie
a problem
games?
with the world thinking that animation and like games are only for kids and it's annoying. Like animation is its own thing, and
Like,
yes, and it can be
dude,
made
like-
for kids,
like,
but
bro,
it's not always for kids.
Like Friday Night Funkin'.
Oh my
they
God.
said that was for kids, but the game creators literally made it for sure that it's not for kids because they made Tank Man say the C slur so that they can tell them that it's not for kids. It's on Newgrounds for crying out loud. There's some questionable mods, but YouTube
There's
is all
some
like
stuff on Newgrounds in
this,
general.
but then they're all like this. It's cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
Cartoon, Tank Man, he says a couple swear words, who cares? It's still for kids. It can be kids.
There's
Newgrounds.
one
That's a new
Right?
there's one
I
recent
watch anime, so I
Ninja
know
Muffin.
animations of-
there's one recent indie game that has been getting hate, like literal hate and death threats. Garden of Banban.
Oh, don't even. Bring
This
that
has
up, dude.
brought up so many controversies in the span of a few months because it's so bad. Some guy remade the whole game in a week, and it was still better than the first one. It's like Poppy Playtime, but you mix it with Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah, it's quite literally what it is.
What?
It's so they're like, and they're releasing sequels and prequels too quickly. You know, they had the first game, a couple weeks later, second game. Now it's a third game, and now it's gonna be a fourth game.
It's for them. It's just a cash grab. They make it as bad as possible so where people
It's a
still play
game
it.
or a show?
It's a game.
It looks horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
so-
you.
Yeah, see?
You should see the guy that
Let me-
remade it in a
Let me
week.
see. Let me see.
Wait,
You don't know about it?
Yeah, see?
That looks like
the guy
Rainbow
that remade it in
Friends.
a week.
It looks like Rainbow Friends.
Rainbow Friends?
It's an indie game?
Rainbow
Yeah.
Friends got
Yeah.
ruined because of
It's
YouTube Kids.
It's literally trying to be like Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff.
Okay,
Like
Rainbow Friends, I could give the benefit of the doubt because it's in Roblox, and Roblox is a kids game, so.
that. I don't know, but Roblox is like Roblox creators be
The
creating
condo
be
games!
recreating the craziest games for no reason on like that Roblox engine. And then
Okay.
Fortnite just made it so you can create everything in Unreal Engine 5 and people are going crazy with that.
Dude, I played the Fortnite OG map, except it was made in Unreal Engine. Except the sad part was that is if you have performance mode on, there is no C source. Zaya played it with me. Every single texture, there's only trees and buildings, but other than that, the ground is literally just black and gray checkerboard pattern. And I had to turn on.
Performance, so.
Yeah, but I had to turn on. What do you call it? I had
Does
to
it run at 60 frames?
No, it can go up to higher. Like with the new graphics that they done, they've like bumped up their graphics with like the new GeForce graphics card, which if you have a sad PC, your PC will probably die from it.
Explode.
Like they added like the first thing was the PlayStation 5, which was the beta version. If you've played Fortnite on the PlayStation 5, like there's realistic fire. There's realistic fire physics. The storm looks like more realistic. There's like water physics, like when your character goes into water, they'll literally add water footprints. When you break stuff open, there's like particle effects. It's insane what the graphics look like now.
Sounds cool, but
Again with like a Roblox and Friday Night Funkin'.
But you have to have good computer.
There's a game called Funky Friday, and
Oh.
they had got sponsored officially by Sonic and Sega because there was like this company Game Fam of Roblox,
Oh, this controversy.
and they were literally sponsoring a fan made game instead of the original Friday Night Funkin'. Which
It wasn't that. What the problem was is that Sonic on Roblox, they made a game called Sonic Speed Simulator, and it was great until they realized the creator was a bad person, not paying his employees, and was
For
abusive.
real.
So
That's what the problem was.
And
And
then,
the same person who was doing that went on to Funky Friday, and people were like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
is this
And
game
then-
like a fighting game?
No,
Because it looks like.
Well, it's a rhythm game.
it's
It's a
a versus rhythm game.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
was
the
getting
one.
ready to say
That's
it
the
looks
one that I
like
was talking about. Where
Alright,
Take
for the
Man.
rapper.
That's the one that I was talking about. Where Take Man said the C slur because
But
yeah, and it's the one where YouTube Kids is saying it's for kids when there's literally a mod that has the most swear words I've ever heard in a song. The David Bambi mod.
Oh,
There's so many swear words in that mod, but it's like funny and it's like a joke mod. But YouTube says it's
Okay.
cartoon.
Are you talking about the word cunt?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what he said.
In
people have
Australia,
found that word
that's
too,
actually,
it's a slur now.
Yeah, that's what he.
I mean, I don't get offended by it, like unless like people like me get offended
I've
by it.
only
It's just, like,
seen white ladies get offended by it. This is how words.
Like they say,
But
like
they're now also trying to call the name Karen a slur because they've
Like-
called it too much.
Yeah.
like now now they're saying like now they're saying now these days they're saying retard is an R slur now. It's
Well,
a
it
slur
is.
now.
It is because back in the day, like that's what people who like. were
Like I have friends that
like,
will literally
stupid.
get so mad if you say it, which
See,
is why I
but
can
it's
never
different
say
in
it.
the 90s, because we used to say we weren't even talking about people, because sometimes we were like, that was retarded. But we're not
Yeah.
talking about people.
I still do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now people people are able to reclaim the words, and there's some that still don't like it, but there's some people that like.
Yeah, you
use
can't.
it
There's
to
a
use
lot of
it.
words that you can't say without people getting mad. And
That I
offended.
understand, but it's like they have like each community has their like do's and don'ts, and it's like it's hard for everybody to follow everything. And like that I understand, but it's like if you're going to get offended
Cancel
at everything
culture.
someone says when they're not even talking to you, at that point you're just starting drama to start drama.
Cancel culture. It's
So with
That's
your
y'all
point of
generation.
YouTube
If you
kids,
really think
Yeah.
about it,
Like, the
Jesus
fact
was
that-
the original cancel culture guy.
like I would love to
There was
know.
something
I would
about it.
love to know
Keemstar.
how Five Nights at Freddy's is a game for kid, considering the lore of the game of 5 kids getting murdered at a Chuck E. Cheese style restaurant, getting stuffed in furry animal
a
costumes.
middle-aged man
And
dies
taking
in a
and
living
taking
attitude.
over the bodies and of the spirits, and then killing people that look like the murderer who did those said acts. I don't know how was that for kids.
With
I mean,
your
it wasn't like that at first. Like it was just like
No,
at the beginning, it was just
like that.
Well,
It
but
was
in the
like that.
beginning,
Like,
it was
that's
just
what
5 kids died, and then it turned into like, well, this guy did this, and then he went to this, and then now he's
Yeah.
clinically insane.
Like, there's
now
liter-
his son's doing shit
There's
too.
literally in like one of the books, like the books I've read the books.
books are crazy.
They're like,
oh my god, William's
bro,
in a
I had
hospital
to
room.
read like them explaining what it's like to get hit by a car, like in full detail. Like he said, his body was spread across the street, and I was all like, "This is not for kids, bro."
With your point of YouTube
I
kids,
literally read.
with your point of YouTube
Gosh.
kids ruining everything,
We're going back.
yeah.
We're
So
just
with
in circles.
YouTube kids,
Recall.
there are some things that are for like some Russian kids, Vladimir and Nikki or something like that,
Okay.
and they'll like have
All right.
they're like
Sure.
spoiled brats that'll get everything that. Me too. They'll get
okay.
they'll get everything that they want, and they'll like put it on YouTube, and they'll like, check out my new kid car, Bugatti car, Andrew Tate, guys.
Oh god, not Andrew Tate. Don't bring
But when you go into like the game section of YouTube Kids, where it's like video games,
It's all Roblox
Minecraft
and
Oh my God.
PNG tubers.
fell off.
I be looking at what my brother be watching. He be watching this weird PNG tuber
I
who's playing
swear.
Roblox, and I'm like slowly dying on the inside because she's playing an obby that me and Zaya played. I'm like, she's so bad because she died like 5 times. She died like
YouTubers are great. It's just like
she died like
streamers in
5.
general. I feel so bad for them because there's some that are trying so hard and they just get dragged down by the people that just get like.
Because some
caught
of
doing
them
stupid
try
shit.
too hard to be for kids.
There was a-
with the jokes.
there Roblox. You know how they make toys?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this out. When they made toys, they made I think 5 of them of R34 artists.
Oh god.
I am not even joking.
No.
If you look it
No.
up, they made actual toys.
Oh,
like
Roblox
completely
fell
oblivious
off.
of who they
Oh,
are.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm
Oh,
not.
sorry.
It's
Hmm?
it's like Roblox is completely
Oh.
oblivious of what specifically the JoJo stuff.
This is why you gotta do research.
Yeah.
But I remember going down Target, and my sister wanted the Roblox toys. They're like, here, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, why is this here? What in what world?
Well, it's okay. So like, it's if the art is like graphic, yes, they should not be seeing that. But it's like you can be an artist of multiple things because like I'm gonna throw it out there. Most anime people, like most anime artists, they started off as hentai artists. They did, and then they honed their craft.
I wouldn't say most, but there
Well, not most, but a lot of them did.
No.
Yeah, there are quite a lot that
No,
started off
people
as
are all
hentai
like,
artists.
yeah, that's the
part of
good
the
stuff.
curriculum.
Shut
up. Yeah, I'll pay for that one.
The boys, the girls,
Yeehaw.
the bodies, everything.
Yeah.
Just a lot of the the
not
actual anime artists and stuff like that are males. What do we like to draw?
Yeah.
What?
Not just that,
We
not
are
just
males.
animation.
What do we like to draw?
I just discovered I like skirts because they're easier to make for characters.
For real.
I also find it incredibly funny how there's like some popular animes like a man wrote this. No, it was a woman.
Yeah.
Nice try though.
I read.
Do you know
like
Some
Steven,
of the
like
women
Steven
will
Universe.
give themselves, like men's names and stuff like that for their art because it's easier for them to get seen as men, especially in Japan.
Yeah.
You know
Japan-
the meme Hirohiko forgot, right? Or forgets. In JoJo, in part 6, the animated version, they made one of the characters a boy when in the manga it's a girl.
Yeah, they do that.
Regenderized.
And then
yeah.
he reset the
Another
whole
thing
universe.
with
The guy
anime,
with the-
they're already cool with all that. All the forward thinking that America's going through, anime fans have already done it. Like again, Muzan was a girl, nobody cared.
As long as it's for character development.
Yeah, they've had tons of cross-dressers and things like that. It's
I know
anime fans are used to it. For the rest of America, they're like, a gay person? And I was like, dude, they've been around since people.
I'm just I really do like my generation how we're like more forward with it and it's just like get used to us and then there's still people trying to push back.
And then not only that, your generation also tries to force stuff into people's faces instead of like, not everybody obviously, but there's a lot of people that are trying to actually learn and adapt. But then as soon as we've had this conversation, like me, Vince, and Deidre, like as soon as you make one mistake, they want to cancel you or get aggressive when it's like, dude, like this is all for the longest from my
like
being born to almost 38. It's a man was a man, a woman was a woman.
Like like the gender thing when you accidentally call someone's gender wrong. Like I have friends that have fully changed their name and gender, and I have to get used to calling them that gender to be time where I accidentally say it wrong, and I would feel like I'm gonna get yelled. I would feel like I'll get yelled at. I'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I did that."
Having to adapt to anything was like very hard.
Or when they changed their identification name, and then I have to get used to calling them that. Like I have to get used to calling one of my friends a completely different name, and like for a really long time, I was calling him his dead name, and I kept up thinking that he was getting mad at me.
That's because you knew this person as something else for years, right?
Yeah.
Try doing that for, like we said, I'm almost 38, and now everybody's all
for
don't think that way
decades.
anymore. Yeah. Everybody's like,
I sympathize with the
I
people
feel
that
like
are actually
the,
trying to change and are trying to get with the times. And it's like my problem is just with the people that are just like, well, it wasn't like that back in my day, and we're just gonna keep it that way. It's like, shut up, okay? Back in your day, you had slaves, and you were just treating people like property. Like, shut the fuck up. No one needs your opinion.
That's not even that old. You going way back.
I'll give you farther, but I get your point.
Yeah, I get your point, but jeez.
I feel like nowadays with the being homophobic, transphobic, I hate furries, that kind of thing nowadays, it's too overrated.
Yeah, I hate
like,
furries, but I just don't like people in suits. So
it's.
I don't like.
I'm not saying that zoophiles are allowed in this community when they're obviously not.
That's a whole topic for itself.
But
yeah, I like to remind everybody these are kids.
Yeah, they're bringing up the topics.
Keep going.
And it's not funny anymore. Like I'm saying this, like I'm not supporting any weird people.
Weird.
But it's unfunny now. Like I see it everywhere. People are repeating the same jokes. I do the same, but it's with different jokes. It's just unfunny now. And when people have different sexualities, I'm waffle sexual. I love breakfast. I'm this rant.
I sexually identify as a waffle iron.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a real problem in itself.
I sexually identify as a waffle iron.
And they'll just make their whole sexuality, gender, trans, elder, anarchist, whatever. They'll make it their whole personality. They'll make it their whole personality. And then there's those white girls on TikTok who are like, Black Lives Matter! When they're not even
own thing.
Oh my god, that's what I hate about Twitter, where it's like, black people, they're just doing their own thing, and then there's just that white woman be like, "You're offending him." No, you're not. And like the thing with like,
Oh, remember that?
okay,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah, too is Latinx. Like all
Yeah.
the white women are being like,
Just-
"No, they're not to be called Latinx."
Deontay,
called
remember the
Latinx," and all
era-
the Mexicans are like, "Don't you fucking dare, shut up."
Deontay,
Okay.
remember the era of my brother in Christ?
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna put out a disclaimer. I am black. My whole family is black.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just like my friend.
But
Except he's Mexican and black. We
when
call
you
him
think about
Mexican.
The BLM,
Well, more
the-
Mexican, but still.
Let him
Mexican.
talk. Let him talk.
the BLM, like the owners, they say that they're gonna keep the money to help with schools,
Oh, they
jobs, and they just spent it on a like $1 million mansion somewhere in the Bahamas. Like they're spending it on themselves. When you see all the people down here being treated like garbage.
That's why I
Yes.
always laugh, and when people say that, it's stuff to me. They're like, "No, I hate everybody, even black people."
Yeah.
Equally, I'm not racist.
I
hate
do
them too.
definitely believe in equality, and I actually had this conversation with my coworker not too long ago because we had a girl on our football team, and she said, "Oh, well, did you take it easy on her?" I was like, "No, because if I get trucked by the girl on the football team, then I'm the guy that got trucked by a girl on the football team. If I hit her, they're just gonna be like, that was just Vince doing his thing." So it's like, as soon as you're on the grass, everybody's equal. I try to live my life that way.
Yeah.
I'm not on anybody.
It's just nowadays
His hands
with
rated E for everyone.
Yeah,
it's just nowadays with cancel culture and everything.
Yeah, but speaking of cancel culture too, the reason why the game creator Scott Cawthon left the FNAF community was because he was getting death threats because he was spending all of his game money and donating it to this organization that did not like gay people. And people started like getting his IP address, sending him death threats, and he just at that point just quit because he couldn't take the pressure anymore.
It's truly sad.
Actually, what happened was he didn't know that was what was going on. The people he was supporting, he was Republican and everything, but he didn't know what they were doing with his money. Once he found that out, he stopped. But people are trying to cling to the past and be like, you must have knew because you were with them for so long.
That's like all those people that get in trouble on Twitter or whatever, social media about stuff they posted years and years ago.
Corey Kenshin, he said the trans slur one time, and then that started a whole controversy.
But
People are
but
still
he's a
Chris
good
Pratt
but
for
he's
that,
a good
too.
person. Or like the what's his name Chris from Mr. Beast. How people were trying to.
He became a girl.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
No, but people were trying to cancel him because of years ago something that was taken out of context was this girl looks good at the age of 4, and it was taken out of context, and somebody figured out that it was just lyrics from a song that he was quoting, but people found that and took it out of context and said, "Look it, he's a pedophile, cancel him."
It's truly sad how serious people can get with stuff that's in the past, just stuff that's literally taken out of context.
Yeah, people on Twitter don't realize your ideologies can change and you can grow as a person.
Yeah, they don't realize that they are committing crimes by taking people's IP addresses. That is...
Oh no, they know what they're doing. They just don't care.
The FBI will put you on that list for that. Be like, "Oh, you were saying that you were gonna kill this guy and you got his IP address? Okay, we'll put you on the watch
Just for
list."
that player, you got a one-on-one.
We'll put you-
we'll
put you-
investigation.
They'll be like, "We'll put you on the watch list. We're just gonna we're gonna keep a good eye on you, buddy, in case you
Keep a
decide to do
couple eyes on
something."
you.
And then they start looking at everything that you're doing.
That's weird. I didn't know all that.
The federal government.
The
America.
thing, or-
Yeah, I
As you haven't noticed, I'm a very political child.
Not yet.
That's
I don't know what
not
political
really
party you
anything.
ideologize.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm
no.
not political,
Oh, no,
but all
I
I know
am.
is that Joe Biden's
Okay.
brain is
If I
slowly
start
turning
talking
into
about like
mashed potatoes.
presidents and like actual world problems, you'll see how well I could put up like a debate or just being
I always
political.
tell people that you think you're 70. 'Cause you have those long conversations.
I am-
or whatever.
I don't get political. All I know is that Joe Biden's brain is slowly deteriorating.
I change my political ideologies based on who I'm talking to.
I like him.
I don't know if you guys have heard this, but have you
He's-
heard of
he's
Schrodinger's
my second
douchebag?
favorite.
It's basically someone will say a bad opinion and they change, they switch up what someone says. Like if someone agrees with them, they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I agree with you. But the second someone disagrees with them, they're like, haha, it was a joke. It was
No,
a joke.
people do that all the time. Look at going back to social media, anything on there, you'll see somebody. Prime example: Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Everybody always talks bad about Trump and this and that. all the stuff that he did now or whatever. But back in my day, in the 90s and 2000s, all that, everybody wanted to be Donald Trump. Everybody had to take a picture with Donald Trump and this and that. But now everybody, because they see what he's done now, no, I don't like him. Fuck Trump.
When you say damn, that
Trump bad. Actually, I see people saying more of screw Biden. Like I see, it's usually white man with pickup trucks. They have the little flags that say screw Biden. Yeah, I literally look at it and I'm all like, bro, you should be embarrassed at yourself.
I just realized I'm about to vote, and I don't like that.
Yeah, you get to vote for your first president.
Yay!
Hooray.
The thing that I would like to say,
Congratulations, you're not gonna win.
Oh,
the thing that I would,
Nobody wins.
I would like
no
to,
one, yeah.
I would
My
like to
vote
say
don't matter
something
no
about
more.
the U.S. government. Sorry, my lawyer
I mean, it
has
matters.
advised me
It
not
matters,
to
but
finish
it's
this
like not
sentence.
as much as people think it does.
The last 4 elections, it was like bad choice, worst choice.
Obama.
Pick one.
Why not? Why didn't they vote for
Lesser of
Clinton?
two evils.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
Two
Yeah.
evils.
Yeah.
Bad choice, or you can do Trump.
Sorry, my attorney
I
and my
love the
lawyer.
excuse.
Sorry, my
You know-
lawyer has advised me not to answer that question.
I'm black, but I
As you keep
always
reminding the black people at the table.
And I also love fried chicken. Popeyes, yes.
whatever.
Okay.
And
Continue, Black Boy.
sometimes
cook.
I'll remind you, the second graders will say the N slur, and I'll look at them, and they're all like, "I voted for Obama." What excuse does that prove?
Hold up,
No,
wait,
like,
did you
yeah.
say the second graders voted
I'm not
for
even
Obama?
joking.
I voted for Obama.
I voted for Obama,
Like,
so
I'm not even,
thereby
don't make up.
It
Like,
was that whole
I don't know
joke
where
of,
that
I'm not
excuse came
racist,
from.
I have a colored TV. You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
or you have a colored friend.
where? Yeah, like where
It's
did
okay,
that
my
excuse
friend's,
that
my
I
friend's
voted for Obama come from?
It's okay, my best friend's black.
because that's why they're just like, oh, we supported black people because we voted for Obama. It's like, you
Yeah,
voted for
I voted for
My
Obama.
my
you voted
friend
Democrat.
my
That's it.
friend
That's as far as that goes.
I'm gonna try. I'm trying to move up. I'm gonna go to the grocery store. Yeah, I'm gonna wait, cracker. It's okay. I voted for Trump.
Oh,
My-
okay. We sympathize.
Please let me go
Oh,
with
okay. Never
you.
mind, sir.
yeah, my friends
I haven't
my
been
friends-
right in a while. I'll join in.
my friends who are white, they make the joke that they can never be racist because I'm in their friend group, and I'm all like, yep, I'll don't worry, I'll vouch for you.
Now, that's what you
I
should
got-
be
I got-
like. That is the most racist thing you've said. It's one of those when they say, "What did they?"
And then again,
I'm
my
not racist because, and then the next thing is racist.
Yeah.
but then again,
It's like
my
you-
friends are not
You
racist. We're
did that
just
Or it's like, I'm not trying to be rude, and it's like the most blatant rude thing they've ever said.
Don't take offense, but
But you got
The
stinking
most
ass.
look.
offensive
Not
thing
gonna
possible.
not gonna lie. Just kidding. Just did.
Not gonna lie, just kidding. Just lied.
You said, I'm just kidding, unless you thought it was funny.
I believe I made myself clear.
I am more confused when we started this conversation.
No, you know, us and memes.
Yeah.
There's a new hot meme every 2 days.
All right,
Twitter.
we're coming up on an hour. I'm gonna stop it here. The only thing I have to say is, see, when people say don't talk to your kids that way or don't talk around your kids, that they're gonna find out either way. Although their logic is zany, they understand what's going on around you, so you can easily talk to your kids about real ideas and
We're getting
real
a
things that are going on in the world. So yeah, they're crazy, but they sometimes can make sense. But yeah, so thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
See?